Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about a two aircraft that are coming to War Thunder that the War Thunder community has been hoping for a long time, ever since Rank Six and jets have been introduced, which is the F-100 Super Sabre and the MiG-19 S, which was the Russian uh, 1950s Cold War supersonic jet that was, built for the Russian Air Force. Um, the F-4C Phantom and the MiG-21 is finally confirmed for War Thunder. The F-4 Phantom is going to be the first Rank 7 jet, correction, Rank 6. It is going to be. It was developed in the 1950s, and it had a. I would like to talk about the pros and the cons of the F4C Phantom. It's really a interesting one of a kind fighter. Um, it is a one of the first Mach 2 fighters that was produced in the Cold War that was used worldwide for the RAF and the Air Force and the Navy and so on and so forth. The It can reach speeds of 2,350 kilometers, aka Mach 2.1. The engines that it had were General Electric J79 GE-15 turbojets. These were really good but also really bad at fuel uh, managing. But the fuel managing has been a problem for the Air Force because all jet engines, when using afterburners, can't be using afterburners that long, and especially if you're in a bit of a war situation, that's going to be really needed. And unfortunately, the F4C has the same amount of fuel rate consumption as the F100, but the F4C was faster, and so therefore it would be draining more fuel than usual because it could reach speeds that high. The rate of climb is another thing that is one of the pros. Its rate of climb would also get to it could get to 37,000 feet in less than, I want to say, 3 to 4 minutes, which is a really good you know advantage over the most Russian aircraft because of the performance of the engines, and plus it had dual engines as well, so it was one of the best ones for its time. And it's got a variety of weapon loadout. It has a lot of it can carry up to 11 1,000 pounds, and it can carry up to 18 500s and 12 750-pound bombs and 18 250s. This thing can also be equipped with 228 Mighty Mouse rockets, which is equivalent to having the 84, which is 78 Mighty Mouse rockets, or 48 Zuni rockets. The Zuni rockets are different from Mighty Mouse rockets because Zuni rockets have a little bit of they have warhead detonation, which is basically like what they would use in Vietnam for the carpet bombing. They would use a lot of the rockets like that, and they would also have researchable gun pods, which is 20 millimeter Falcon cannons, which is like for like targets and helicopters, and of course defending yourself against not missiles, correction, aircraft. You will have missiles which are air-to-ground missiles, 12Bs, which are 1,200 pounds, and 12Cs, which are also 1,200 pounds, but they are bullpups for ground targets, and Sidewinders, air-to-air missiles for anything, that flies, basically. I finally have specifications for the the MiG-21s as well. The MiG-21s was the Russians' most preferable fighter that was used in the war. A lot of them were produced, and the MiG-21 F-13 is going to be for research in the Russian tech tree for rank 6. Now, it's got pros. Another one, which is high top speed, but the high top speed is only 2,200 kilometers, which is a lot less than the F4Cs. Which, in case this is pretty much deformed of the F4C, and can basically accelerate to 2.1 at an altitude of 13 kilometers, according to the Gaijin. It can go very fast in a straight line, which most pilots prefer to as a tactic when you're keep going in a straight line, then climb right up until you reach at certain altitudes. The MiG-21 actually had a nickname called the Balilica, which was also nicknamed the Pencil. It is because it was, very maneuverable and had a lot of turn advantage over the F4C. Sorry if I sound confused. I'm just reading this off the Dev blog. It has 126 20 meters a second climb, but that's one of its pros. And the F4C is a little bit of a little fat boy. It has a single R-1 F-300 turbojet engine. The MiG-21 F-13 which was able to, like I said, exceed over to 2,200 kilometers, but like I said, it also got downgraded because of the far more superior F4C Phantom. The pros that it's got is, it's got afterburner, able to go subsonic, able to have air-to-air missiles, high top speed. The cons is low ammunitions, which is 60 rounds of HEF cannon rounds for the 30 millimeters, I think. I'm not sure. It's high speed. It loses a lot of high speed doing maneuvers. So you gotta be careful when you're trying to turn. You don't want to get caught on with an F4C or any rank 6 or rank 5 jets, which F-86s would probably be able to catch you if you were in the middle of a turn, which you do not want to have happen. So yeah, it can get to, like I said, it can get to altitudes very quickly, and it could carry up to 57 millimeter rocket pods, which is have 16 projectiles each. You can also have unguided bombs of 250 kilograms and 500 kilograms, and you can also have 2 unguided air-to-ground S-24 rockets, which are free-falling rockets. So you got to be careful of that. So when you're guiding, correction, I also made a mistake when I said they were. I actually made a mistake when I said that they were 20 millimeters. They were actually 30 millimeter cannons. It only features a single 30 millimeter cannon. When I said there were 2, so I apologize for the inconvenience. I'm just looking completely on the Dev blog, and so yeah, I would like to tell you where the MiG-21 would probably be, which is my theory. It would probably be under the MiG-19, which was the fighter line. But the F-4C was developed for the Navy, and it also was an attacker variant, so it's more than likely going to probably be in the F9F Cougar line or the attacker line, which is going to, for pilots that have the F7, the F3D, and the FJ4B, you're more than likely to be able to start researching it after you get the FJ4B or the F9F Cougar. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more War Thunder news. I am gonna start doing more videos like this, where I don't write anything to talk. I just do it all from and of course a little bit of gameplay video as well, which is me playing the Blum & Voss 238. This aircraft was especially popular amongst War Thunder players for grinding Silver Lion and research points. As you see, I am trying to engage the P61. Sorry for the lag and stuff like that. I had a little bit of an issue with my VSync when I was recording this project. I have no clue why it lagged, but as you see, I'm trying to help this A6M because the P61 is on his tail, and I decided to be a perfect bait, and he decides to turn off the A6M, and now he's coming on to me. So I engaged my gunners, and I got into a perfect position where I thought it was perfect to fire. So here you see me engaging the P61. The P61 is known as the Black Widow, or the night fighter. Its general purpose was to use radar when they were at night, so they could scout Japanese aircraft like the A6M, which is for World War II. It was a perfect fighter for its time, and back to the Blum & Voss 238. The Blum & Voss 238 came with 250 kilograms times 20, which was capable to destroy 20 3 bases at once if you were really good at bombing the targets and stuff like that. As you see, I'm trying to get a little bit of a lead on him, but unfortunately he's smart enough to run back to his base. But I take the advantage of going back to the base to rearm, but unfortunately he J's out just in time for that opportunity, and which means we got the winning kill, and he J's out, but I don't get the winning kill. But overall, it was a really good match, and yeah, it was really good match, like I said. So we're gonna end this video with a thing I would like to say. I would probably start researching your rank 5s, your rank 6. If you're already on rank 5s, you're in luck. If you have only one left to rank 5, you could start researching your rank 6. I would recommend researching either the F9, F3, or the FJ4B, depending on my theory as Gaijin depicts as a naval aircraft. I would recommend you start, also if you want to get the MiG-21, I would recommend you start researching your Russians immediately. Also, a little disclaimer, Gaijin has also decided to say goodbye to the long-loved Tiger II 10.5 centimeter tank, also known as the King Tiger, which was fairly used in World War II, and the prototype paper tank, so-called Mouse. There was actually 2 prototypes of the Mouse that have been developed by the Germans, but was never used. There are photos of it if you would like to see it. I'll probably link to them in the description down below. There's actually one in a museum that was actually built to its full, scale, and as the Panther II and the Koalian is going to be going away, so bye-bye to the Koalian, and the Oz-Twin 2 is going to be coming alive by the 1.91. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I missed any details, post in the comments down below. Please consider liking or comment or subscribing. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, peace out, and until next time with more War Thunder news.